If you ever paid for a video production and walked away feeling like the budget didn't show on screen, this video, make sure that never happens again. What I'm going to show you has nothing to do with the cameras, lighting, or editing software. It's about shoot planning. Now, before you click away, this is not another "here is how to make a shot list" video. What I'm going to show you is how 20 minutes of preparation gives you real control over what ends up on screen, even if you never touched a camera in your life. Stick around because by the end you'll see exactly what I mean. My name is Artur, I'm a filmmaker and content creator based in London. If you're watching this as one of my contracted clients, you are getting early access before it goes public. If you're finding this on YouTube, my clients have already had a head start putting it into practice. This video is not for filmmakers, it's for people who hire them. If you work in marketing, if you manage productions, if you are one signing over budgets and wondering why the final video never quite matches what you had in your head, this video is for you. You don't need to know how to shoot, you just need to know what to ask for. Grab a phone or open Apple Notes, Notion, whatever you use. We are going to do this together right now. Every production starts with one fundamental question. Write it down. What is this video actually for? It doesn't matter if the answer feels obvious, the single answer will dictate everything that follows. Most of you are promoting venues, spaces, or experiences. Hotels, restaurants, hospitality brands. So let's use a restaurant as our example. So our answer will be, this video will advertise a restaurant and build brand awareness. Now, the second question, write this down too. What is the selling point? For restaurant, this might be the decor, the food, the location, the vibe, the service. Take a moment and actually write down 2 or 3 selling points for your brand. Don't skip this. Everything else comes from here. One thing worth saying here, if you are struggling to find genuine selling points, that's important information. A great video will amplify what's already working. It won't fix what isn't. If the food isn't remarkable, no amount of close-ups will make it sell. So if this steps feels hard, it might be worth stepping back and asking what actually needs to improve before you invest in production. Let's say our selling points are food, the interior, and the overall atmosphere. Now we turn those selling points into a production brief. Go through each one and ask, what do I need to see on screen to communicate this? Food, that'll be food close-ups, food being prepared, food being served. Interior, wide shots of the space, decor details, lighting, branding. Atmosphere, that'd be entrance, the energy of a full room or the bar in action. Now, here is the part that most people skip, and is the part that will protect your budget. Every shot tied directly to a selling point is a must-have. Everything else is optional. Mark them clearly in your brief and treat them as non-negotiable. If your production team doesn't deliver those specific shots, you have every right to ask them to come back and reshoot at no extra cost. This isn't about being difficult, it's about being clear upfront so everyone knows what success looks like before the shoot even starts. That's your brief. Send that to your production team and your output will already be significantly better than if you would say nothing at all. But there is something else this brief just give you that most people completely overlook, and it's more valuable than the shot list itself. When you know exactly what you need to capture, you free up the mental space to ask a different question entirely. How can we make this extraordinary? That's not a question you can ask on chaotic shot with no plan, but with this in your notes, you can. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you next. And honestly, I could stop this video right here. What you have in your notes right now will already put you ahead of most marketing teams, but I've never been someone who settles for good enough, and I don't think you are either. So let me show you how to take everything you just built and push it one level further. Before we looked for that creative moment, one thing worth keeping in the back of your mind: where it lives in the video will shape what kind of moment you are looking for. The opening is where you stop the scroll, highest impact, most memorable first impression. The middle is where your selling points flow naturally. The ending is where your CTA, your call to action, the moment tell viewer what to do next, lives. And people always remember what comes last. There is no wrong answer here, but knowing this might point you towards the right idea faster. Now let's find it. You have a brief in front of you. Look at it. Your selling points are right there. And this is the moment most marketing teams miss, because now you ask one more question. Is there a single moment somewhere in this brief that we could make unexpected? You are not looking for something complicated. You are looking for one idea that viewer will remember after video ends. And because you've already done the work above, you know exactly what you are working with. Let me show you how this thinking works in practice. We have food as selling point. We are already shooting dishes, so I ask myself, is there a way to show multiple dishes that feels more interesting than just cutting between them? That's how I arrived at this. A turntable on the table, rotating through dishes one by one, with hand entering from the side of the frame, sweeping between each dish like a touchscreen menu. One locked off camera, a spinning plate, and hand gesture timed to cut. I shot this for a client and linked the edit below. It cost nothing extra because it was planned before we arrived on set. Okay, now we have atmosphere as a selling point. We are already shooting the exterior. So I asked, is there a way to show this space that communicates the full range of its energy? That's the day to night transition. Film the exterior once during the day and once in the evening. In the edit, the space stays completely still while the light transforms around it. One cut, day becomes night. It costs nothing, it requires no extra equipment, and it changes the entire feeling of the video. We have atmosphere as a selling point, but this time the question is scale. The sheer size of the venue, a rooftop, a sprawling interior, that's a question a static camera struggles to answer. And that's exactly where FPV, first person view drone, comes in. A drone that films through spaces in one continuous shot, giving the viewer the feeling of actually moving through the venue. Picture this: a drone entering through the front door, flying low over the bar where bartender is working with fire, then continuing through the entire space in one unbroken shot. You get the drama of the flame, the energy of the service, and the full scale of the venue, all in a single breath. No cuts, no setup changes, just one continuous move that tells the whole story. If your production company flies FPV, this is the question to ask. Is there something about this space that only movement can show? If the answer is yes, it goes into the brief. See how this works? You are not brainstorming random ideas, you are looking at your selling points and asking where the opportunity is. That's the process. None of this, the swipe reveal, the day to night, the FPV, would have been possible without the brief you just built. There aren't lucky accidents, they are the direct results of knowing what you need before you walk on the set. Planning doesn't limit creativity, it's exactly what creates the space for it. If you take just one thing from this entire video, let it be this. A mediocre plan will make your video 5 times better than no plan at all. And a good plan will make it better than everybody else. If you watch this far and you have a brief open in your notes right now, that's exactly what this video was for. You just saved yourself from paying for a production that doesn't deliver. In the next video, I'll be breaking down what actually happens after the shoot. Editing, color grade, sound design, so you understand exactly where your budget goes and why each step transforms raw footage into something that actually works for your business. If you have questions or topics you would like me to cover, drop them into comments. I read every single one.